What's going on, guys? So today DuckTales had its Season 3 premiere on Disney XD, so I just kind of wanted to really quickly give some of my general thoughts on the 2 episodes that we got. Now, I really love this DuckTales reboot. I remember I watched the first 2 episodes, the Season 1 premiere, back when they came out in 2017, and I really loved it, and a lot of people were talking about how good this reboot was, but by the time episode 3 came around a few weeks later, for whatever reason, I just never really got into the show again. I remember seeing a lot of people talking about it, and I really did want to get caught up, but I guess I just wasn't interested at the time. But when I heard that Season 3 was coming at the beginning of April, I thought now is as good a time as any to go ahead and get caught up. I have Disney Plus right now so that I can watch Season 7 of the Clone Wars, so I thought I might as well take advantage of that and get caught up. So over the past week and a half or so, I've gotten caught up on the first 2 seasons, and I've really been invested in this show. The animation is superb. I love kind of the comic book style that it takes inspiration from. I think that it takes all the best elements of the original DuckTales show, but it kind of gives it a modern update. I love all the characters. Scrooge is a lot of fun. The Huey, Dewey, and Louie, I like that they have their own unique personalities this time around, and I love how they've kind of updated many of the characters. Like, Webby is probably my favorite character in this entire show. She's just always entertaining, and so I also like that we've seen more of Della Duck, their mother, as times go on. I like that she is in the season opener this now, so basically I was really looking forward to the Season 3 premiere. So and I gotta say, after watching them, it seems that these 2 episodes started off the season right, especially the second episode, so let's get into it, shall we? We start off with Episode 1, Challenge of the Senior Junior Woodchucks, which that alone is already a cool title. They have a lot of funny moments about that, but so basically I'll just go into my biggest takeaways for this episode. I like that this episode was focused on Huey. Now, while he isn't my favorite of the triplets, I also feel that he's kind of the one that kind of tends to be left out or doesn't give as much attention. So it was cool that they started off the season by giving him more to do. I also like that he interacts with Violet, who's Webby's best friend, because the two of them, this kind of showcases that they actually have a lot in common. So I thought that it was, I didn't expect it, but it was a good idea to have them doing more, and I kind of wonder if this means that, you know, they might become better friends as the season goes on. I also love the side quest about Scrooge and everyone else following this mysterious bird. All of Dewey's interactions with it were really funny, and I just love seeing, you know, more, like I said, I love seeing more of Della and her interactions with the entire family now that everyone's back together after what happened at the end of Season 2. And like I said earlier, I like that Della has been added to the theme song, but I really don't like when they use the shortened version of the theme song. Like, I think they did the shortened version because it's a season opener, and, you know, like, well, actually, now that I think about it, the episodes aren't even combined, so I'm not sure. Maybe they just use the shortened version when it's on TV, but I really don't like it. I like the full version. That's the one I usually see when I was getting caught up on the show. The theme song is so great, so I don't like it when they use the shortened version, but moving on. The talking guidebook that Huey imagines in his head was probably the funniest part of the episode. I can't recall off the top of my head where I've heard that voice before, but I know I have, so yeah, that was extremely funny. Launchpad also had a lot of funny moments. He is also one of my favorite characters in this show, like always being thoroughly entertaining. But other than that, it was honestly a pretty standard episode, and the only real negative thing I can think of is the scene where the kids are giving a speech to Scrooge about how making a new adventure is important. It just kind of felt a little cliche, and that's something that he would already know, but then again, this is an adventure he's following in one of his heroes' footsteps, so yeah, that's really about it. Overall, it was a good episode, and I loved the end teaser, how they have a whole new set of treasures to go looking for, and this mysterious organization, Fowl, is working behind the scenes, which I really liked that reveal at the end of Season 2, like revealing that certain supporting characters that we have seen before are actually villains, and I'm very interested to see where that is going to go. Now onto the real highlight of this premiere is episode 2, Quack Pack. I laughed so hard during this episode, I'm honestly not sure where to start. Seeing the characters as a sitcom was hilarious, and it afforded several really cool meta moments. So, obviously the biggest thing is that Goofy is in this episode. I actually had it spoiled for me. Obviously, I don't really watch trailers for movies or TV shows, but I did have it spoiled because of internet. And, you know, but it was somehow still a surprise when he walked in because of how it was set up. We got sort of a Mickey Mouse cameo last season, and now Goofy is actually here, and he's hilarious. It's really cool to actually see him as part of the DuckTales world, because I never watched the original DuckTales series in full. I've only seen like the first 5 or 6 episodes, so I never knew for certain if Mickey or Goofy or any of those characters technically exist in this world, so it was cool getting to see him show up. And then at the end they reveal that he's not just a creation for the episode. He actually does exist in this world, so I'm like, are he and Donald going to become friends for real? Are they already friends? Are we going to see more characters like Mickey, Minnie, and Daisy? Am I way overthinking it? Probably. I also thought it was really cool that some of the characters are wearing their classic outfits from the original DuckTales show. They also have their personalities exaggerated, and so that was a lot of fun. And the jokes about, you know, like how many seasons it's going to go for, the fact that it's going to eventually be rebooted, like that was a really meta moment, and I loved it. I love that when the creators aren't afraid to, you know, poke fun at that kind of stuff in real life, like the episode they did last season where they, you know, made a lot of jokes about big budget reboots and things we all loved as a kid, even though that's exactly what the show is doing. So that stuff was always a lot of fun. And I think the last time they did this was in the season 1 finale, but seeing Donald talk in normal voice again was also really funny. But the revelation that Donald actually wished for everything that happens because he wants a normal life was also really touching. Like, it makes total sense that he would feel that way after everything he and his family have gone through, so I wonder if we're going to get into this more as the season goes on, especially with Fowl targeting Scrooge and his family. So those were just some of my thoughts on the DuckTales season premiere. It's not really an in-depth video, I just wanted to, you know, I thought it was really good, so I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. I absolutely love this show, and it looks like the season is off to a good start. But what do you guys think? Did you enjoy these episodes? What's your opinion on DuckTales 2017? Whatever it is, feel free to share your thoughts down below. Also be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing, both of which go a long way as I'm getting this channel up and running. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day.